Like right here.
Oh.
What did it taste like?
Saltiness, actually.
I'm so glad I called.
This is why you should go to Patreon.
What's up, guys? We are back again. How's everybody been doing today? We are back, and we have Nate with us. Nate Broady, who haven't been checking out the channel. It's been really cool to see. Like, I didn't know this was actually a genre of videos, but there's like a genre of lawyer videos, and Nate does that, and it's really good. It's links down below in the description. Nate, describe a little bit what you do on your channel.
Generally, my channel just first started off with me just coming on talking trash to other YouTubers, you know, going into hangouts. But my channel now is it's like part geek gaming channel where I just, you know, I kind of do movie reviews and trailer reactions. And the second part of my channel is all about the law. So I taught in the law school for 2 years on the faculty. So I'm like, you know, I can do that here, and instead of people paying $300,000 to learn the law, I can give it to you for free. So that's kind of what my channel is starting to evolve into, something where I teach law, I give opinions on legal topics, and you'll see me doing a lot of geek stuff like reactions and stuff and going to Comic-Con. So that's kind of basically what my channel is. It's a mush of a whole bunch of crazy shit.
It's really good.
I need to have like a one-pager.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff I just like. I will listen to you, and I just haven't ever really thought about, and it's just because I think one of your recent videos was on what's the fucking guy's name? You gotta shut up the Charleston shooter. Shut up that church.
Yeah,
I think you had a video about that, and it got picked up by another bigger YouTuber because you were kind of like reviewing his video. But you brought up a lot of stuff that I didn't even think about.
Oh no, it was the Nicholas Sandman one. That was about the lawsuit. The kid with the MAGA hat that sued the newspaper companies. Yeah, and it got picked up by a bigger YouTuber because I was critiquing the fact that like he had done he's from Canada and he was doing an analysis of American law, so there were some things that he got wrong. So I picked it up, and then he picked it up. And we kind of got hooked up, and it was interesting because sometimes when you critique someone's stuff, they get offended. But when I critiqued him, he was extremely happy about it. And he was like, "Yeah, I see what the mistakes were," and we had a good conversation about it. So yeah, that's up there. It was fun.
Yeah, I was hoping y'all was going to do some kind of collab thing because it was actually pretty interesting. And I can't watch his videos because he talks so fast, and it just I can't keep up with it. It's like he just does a line of coke and then just goes at it, and it's just like, Jesus Christ. So it's like I miss a lot of shit when he starts talking.
Oh my God! No, but that's how it
aggressive.
is. Trust me, that's how it is. When you're a lawyer, like I've been in situations where a judge is like, "You got to tell it to me now, counselor," and if you ain't get that shit out of your mouth, it just don't get out. So yeah, we all have to talk fast.
So when you're a lawyer, you have to do a lot of coke?
Possibly. It's possible. To be honest with you, there's a standard of professional responsibility, which you can't get high and all that stuff, especially when you're going to the court. But I would see that. I like all the lawyers I work with. For instance, when I was at the DA's office, there were two lines: the line to go to work, and the big line, if you want to see all the DAs, was the line for coffee in the morning at the Starbucks. So everybody's going right to Starbucks, right into the office. They could have put the fucking Starbucks in the office because everybody drinks coffee because you gotta get that pep. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now where I thought you were going about the second line.
Oh man.
Damn it. Speaking of Comic-Con, we are going to be teaming up with Nate. I think it's like October 6th, right?
Yes, that's Sunday.
Yeah.
First Sunday in October.
Yeah, we're gonna be teaming up. He's gonna be with us, and we're gonna be streaming Sunday on New York Comic-Con, and he's gonna be with us. We're gonna try to like guide him through, see if we can get to Paul Rudd and his infinite no aging. See what if he'll let us know how he fucking does it. So it might be just hookers and blow, but at least we would know. So that's going to be coming up on October 16th. So we're looking forward to that because I have never been to a Comic-Con. So I wouldn't even know where to go.
Here are the official tickets. I can't show you the back because it got all that information on it. Well, here this is my kid's ticket, and here's my ticket. So we're going in on Sunday. And yeah, so I think that'll be great. I think I'll have the camera set up wherever I'm looking, you guys will be able to look, and then you guys just direct me. Go over there to the anime. Go over here to this. Go over to that. And I think it'll be a good time.
See, Billy's going to be
a great time
because, yeah.
But the thing is that I'm trying to figure out what we always dress up to go to Comic-Con. You can't go to Comic-Con just like regular shit. You got to go on, So I'm trying to figure out what do we wear this year. So I'm thinking either I was gonna do Ghostbusters with the daughter, but she hates the fucking new Ghostbusters and she loves the old Ghostbusters. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with that. Or we're trying to do Star Wars, but we do Star Wars like the past 3 years. So it's like, what's a good costume? But it's got to be for two people, and we want to kind of have some type of we're a duo. We were gonna do Batman and Robin, but she doesn't like Batman nor Robin. So she likes comic stuff, but it's trying to find out what's a good fit.
I actually saw not too long ago through my Facebook feed, like this company that actually developed a mask. It's a Spider-Man mask, and the eyes actually open and close, like just adjusting your jawline a little bit. One will kind of wink, and it's really cool. I thought about it. It's like $29, and I was like, I probably don't want to get that because I would never fucking wear it. You can't look good in a Spider-Man mask when you got a belly, so it just doesn't really work. But
unless you saw Into the Spider-Verse, it worked Into the Spider-Verse.
Well, yeah, it did because I could beat the pig one, so we can do that.
Well, Thor is breaking down those impossible body expectations. Frank, come on, man. Wait a minute, didn't you get called Fat Thor in James's roast?
So I did get called Fat Thor.
It
made me happy. I was like, thank you.
Frank did on the channel.
Yeah.
You mean Billy doesn't watch the channel? Shocker.
Oh.
Your best.
Thanks.
We did.
Love you.
You know what? I'm thinking Into the Spider-Verse now. You guys to see fucking here. We're gonna do Into the Spider-Verse and I'll dress up as middle-aged Spider-Man, and my daughter will dress up as I think the girl Spider-Man. See? Problem solved.
You should do Noir Spider-Man because that one's dope. Because then you can wear like
Noir
that.
Spider-Man is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we don't have that very much news today. We actually got one video, but we do have Shameful Display, and apparently a Call for Uprising. People don't know what fucking clickbait is. Also, if you want to piss them off, I got a little thing right up here. This little donation bar, because we've been getting called Illuminati, Sodomite, shill. So if you give money, then you give money to the Illuminati. Yes. So
Yeah.
So when you give money, it's going right there, and hopefully it'll piss them off.
Yeah. Contribute to the Satanic Illuminati Labak.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have dishonored your family. Shameful display.
All right, so that's the second one. We don't have to use that. We don't have to show the first one. We should leave this one up. The first one started is like definitely using Call as a clickbait. Hit the Rogan's down button, and I was like, "What's clickbait about it?" I was like, "This was on when the Call for Uprising came on to our show." Yeah, there it is. And we was like, "What's clickbait about it?" He came onto the show, and I figured he might not know what the fucking clickbait is. He decides to go into some kind of fucking description of it. He says, "Damn millennials. The term was created back in the early 90s by AOL hackers. I searched for a Call for an Uprising and your video came up first. Clickbait fancy pants sodomites." I was like, okay.
Hey, look, I copped to the whole sodomite thing, but look here, goddammit, we weren't using him for clickbait. The guy showed up in our chat while we were reviewing one of his videos. He wanted to come on to the show. We let him come on to the show, and we promptly spanked his ass around. We literally took turns and passed this bitch around, and that's what happened. If you don't like that we put his name in the tags and title after he came on the show and got bitch slapped multiple times, well, I'm sorry, but that's not clickbait. Not in the slightest.
I tried to describe to him like clickbait's when if you put in a title that you're going to talk about like fucking food or something, then you go off and talk about like China. That's clickbait because you're using a title that's not even relevant to the fucking story just to get views or some shit. So it's just kind of like that's
yeah,
what
I mean, like
clickbait is.
If we had,
I don't know what happened.
No, I'm here. I think my camera just went off. I'm here though.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll fix the camera.
That in essence, that would be like, okay, if we had put a Call for an Uprising in the title and tags, and we were sitting here talking about why Billy won't shake his ass on camera or whatever. Yeah, that would be clickbait. That would be clickbait. But in all honesty, we'd probably get more hits if we titled the video "Billy finally shakes his voluptuous ass on Let's Riff YouTube," and in the video we're just talking about a Call for an Uprising. So
yeah, that's 100% clickbait, especially because I don't have a voluptuous.
Yeah, but we don't know that yet. We haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So the only way to cure that.
We'll get it one day, guys. We'll get it. So
we got to get.
By the time we're at 100K, God, we're gonna be 1,000. No good. Suck a dick, Vikings. Not paying attention to the score.
Sure, you're not.
Yeah, he's totally not paying attention to the fucking show while he's on the show.
Dude.
But he's that.
Oh, dude, I have my mute button ready just in case my wife has a fucking shit fit in the background.
Well, they just missed a field goal, so
she's been known to do that before.
And then the fucked up thing is, it's like when we get more views on some stuff when we talk about like Patriot Nurse. So if I was going to use for him anybody for clickbait, it'd have been Patriot Nurse, not this jackass. We just keep having him on because he's a dumbass. We want to let him know. But Patriot Nurse has a little bit more to offer. No, he won't.
Come back, Call. We won't be as mean this next time. If you come back, we'll just be like, dude, are you this goddamn comedian who isn't funny? And also, if you're that comedian, how come you're not funny when you come in against 4 amateurs? Like, if you've been on stage, how come you get outstaged by people who've never been on a stage? Like, answer some simple questions. Come on, camera. Don't be a little bitch. Love you.
Call is a failed comedian. Oh my god.
Yeah, like his only jokes were, you're fat.
Yeah.
You're retarded.
Do women have? I remember when I was just answer the question.
Some do. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This guy's gotta get some new material. It seems like.
Oh yeah. When you start the conversation off with the T word, then you're like, oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
It's funny. Something must have happened in an NFL game because I'm sitting, like, I'm outside on my porch and I just heard a whole bunch of screams, so I had to mute the mic. And I'm like, and they start screaming and cheering. So I'm like, what the fuck game are they watching? It's 1 o'clock.
The Giants scored a touchdowns. The Giants scored touchdowns.
Oh, well, that's the reason why you scream and yell, because the Giants fucking suck.
Oh yeah, they somehow found a way in the end zone. I'm proud of them.
Well, trust me, I'm a Dolphin fan, so my team really sucks. So.
Oh fuck, dude! Oh man, you guys got rocked. I felt bad.
Yeah, it was almost like going. You know, it was. I don't know if you guys know. It's like the 500-year anniversary of 1619, the first slave ship to come across, and I was like, that was my team. My team was on the slave ship because they got beat like slaves last week from the Dolphins from 1610.
You see the Dolphin actually leaving the logo.
Yeah. Most of the players want to leave now.
All right, I'm
the players call their agent and they're like, "I'm fucking out."
Yeah, like half the players call their agent.
Damn.
Yeah, we're not looking too good this year. But I'm hoping we beat the Patriots today. If we beat the Patriots today, that's our season. Our season's about beating the Patriots. I know.
It's not happening, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can pray. I can pray to God.
Well, the same chances of them beating the Patriots as if Jesus is coming back today.
So if they beat the Patriots today, I will pray on this channel next week. I will pray.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Billy
He is worthy.
Billy, let's go ahead and make the stakes interesting. Let's just say the Dolphins beat the Patriots tonight. Will you shake your ass next week?
No, already set the
stipulation. See, you won't do it.
No, I already changed the stipulation. I'm not. I know we're gonna get to 100K eventually. I know we're gonna get to 100K eventually.
You're so confident.
But I know we're
just take the bet.
No,
just take the bet.
I don't change the bet.
Dude, you're gonna have.
If you do actually shake your ass, you realize that could be a boon.
Just saying, Billy. I'm trying to ensure the future of this channel, and Billy is watching a Green Bay game. See, that's what's happening.
I'm not watching it. I'm just refreshing the fucking.
I just heard you say first down.
I did. I can see the play.
I'm not watching the game first down.
Yeah. I'm not watching it. I'm on NFL.com, and it just goes play in progress, and then I get to see what happened.
All right, Billy. Just remember, next time you
because the websites I go to watch the games while they're live, I'm pretty sure would kill Bull's computer just from touching mine at the same time. So I was just like, I'm good.
No, Billy. It would kill your computer is what would happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Sometimes the viruses, they jump.
Just remember,
I'm just
Billy,
a carrier,
next time,
not a.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Billy's a fat.
Just a carrier.
He can't give it to you guys. Don't worry.
Everyone has HPV.
Oh, God damn it. Let's go ahead and hit into new news. We only got like one thing today, and that's Trump getting on the vape train. He's shaming everybody.
Like go on the vape train?
As badly motivated as you.
We're going to cure cancer.
We're not covering this, all right?
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. I literally would never have sex with children. I don't like having sex with children. I would never have sex with children. I am not
I don't like having sex with children.
Shut your mouth and let me answer the question.
Best quote ever.
Yeah,
I still don't know who that is.
It's Vince McMahon, motherfucker.
Who's Vince McMahon?
It's a rich ass dude.
President Trump appears
he
to
could
be
be
backing
if he
off
wanted
the
it
hard line
enough.
he took earlier this week on vaping and e-cigarettes. Okay, so last night, the president tweeted this: "While I like the vaping alternative to cigarettes, we need to make sure this alternative is safe for all. Let's get counterfeits off the market and keep young children from vaping."
Well, on Wednesday, Trump said he wanted to ban all flavored e-cigarettes, including mint and menthol, and that the FDA was working on plans.
Oh, what a coincidence! This is menthol.
Here's our chief medical correspondent, Synje
really
Gupta.
Good.
If you've been following the vaping story, you realize that there's sort of two separate but related stories going on at the same time. With regard to the news out of the White House this week, this was really about addressing the flavorings in these products. The concern being that those flavorings target children, and that children are more likely to vape. And we see the numbers. You showed the numbers. 2017, around 11, 12% of kids vaping. and now you got closer to 27.5% of these kids that are vaping. Numbers may be even higher because, you know, you ask people if they vape or not. They're not always honest.
What's
about
worse,
this.
smoking or vaping at this point?
It's
I mean,
certainly extraordinary.
I like how he's trying to
grown.
use anecdotal bullshit to slur the fucking statistical shitting on his side. Well, if you ask people, it may be higher.
Cigarettes, combustible cigarettes. Take a look there.
All right, pause it real quick. Hold on. Like, it's already been proven, like, the ones that, like, are, like, hurting a lot of people are, like, the black market ones.
Yes.
Like,
that's
with, like, really bad chemicals and shit. If you get it from a reputable source, like a natural vape shop that, you know, that actually either make their own and make their, like, the stuff that's supposed to be right, you're not going to get, like, what the problem that we fucking have.
And
the chances are severely low.
If you're buying knockoff vape supplies, you're going to cure cancer. So,
well, from what I was hearing, weren't all the people who are getting the lung disease, they were using the THC version, the street weed version of vaping.
Yeah.
They weren't using like the regular vape.
Yeah. And this is all done obviously. Well, I mean, when you're looking at stuff like that, a lot of the stuff that they're getting is you know, medical stuff that's being passed along through the black market, which I imagine you're not going to have much of an issue with that. But I think the problem comes in where people are making it themselves. And I mean, that's what you're seeing here. It's of course, we're going to use this to try to put a ban on it. The first little thing that comes around, 6 deaths since 2012, I think was the number, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But we're not.
This is the lawn darts of our generation. We're
not gonna tackle these assholes
that kill like 6 people a second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the lawn darts of our situation or of our generation. Like a lawn dart killed one person, and then we gotta ban all of them. I'm like, you fucking assholes.
Creaky Blinder said that he owns one. He owns a vape shop, and their suppliers has released a statement that, you know, like, look, all these deaths have come from the black market. It's not our stuff that is killing people. It's the stuff that people are making at home themselves not safe, and it's that shit. I mean,
it's one of those things like you're taking a risk if you're buying a taco out of a van. Why the fuck are you buying fucking things that burn and go into your lungs out of a van too? Like, a little diarrhea versus a lung explosion. Really, you fucking idiot! Stop it.
But you know what though? Let's say if you're in a weed game and you're buying weed and all that shit. Most of the time you're buying it, especially if you're talking like New York or in the Northeast, you're buying it from not a store. You're buying it from an unreputable source. And I think a lot of this stuff has happened because people wanted to vape with weed. And those products are just inherently unsafe unless you're in like Colorado or one of those states where you can actually buy from a reputable source. So it's you know, the market by not legalizing it, you force people to buy from a black market where, you know, the standards are just not the same.
Yeah, I mean,
just
people
do
like to
regular
go
weed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I actually have a vape weed pen with the THC. It's actually pretty cool. You don't have to burn anything, just real quick, one puff, and you're done. But
that's what fucked me up through the 24-hour show. I just kept hitting that bitch like, this is okay.
Like, oh fuck, it's hitting.
No, it's not okay.
But like, if they ban, like, if you went through with this fucking ban, all it's going to do is cause more people to fucking make the black market shit, and then more people are going to fucking die. I mean, so it's just
all they're doing is Streisand affecting the shit out of it.
Yeah, sure.
That's all they're doing right now. They're like, don't buy Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna try the fuck out of Grand Theft. Like when the Dave Chappelle special came out and The Verge was bitching about it. I was just like, I'm gonna watch the shit out of that. And that's what happened. I watched it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. The Verge does not know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, it was a glowing endorsement. They had no clue.
Oh yeah, did you guys see that it was like a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes from like the critics and like 99% from the fans? It was like, yeah, something's wrong here.
Yeah, what does that tell you?
When I googled it on Rotten Tomatoes, like the critics eventually got up to like 50% or some shit, and I was just like, still 99% to 50%.
Fuck that.
Like,
That's a fantastic stand-up special. I haven't seen a stand-up special that raw in a decade plus. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Fuck everything.
Comedy is though.
The only thing I didn't like about it is like they had some angles where they got Dave Chappelle perfectly, and he looked like he did like 20 years ago. And then some of them like, oh god, he's gotten old as shit. Ugh. That's the only thing I didn't like.
It's good times.
You know what?
Man.
But one thing about like when I watched Dave Chappelle that last special, it reminded me of the first time I saw a George Carlin special when he was talking about religion.
Yeah.
And I was looking, I was like, oh, can people actually say this shit? Like he's talking about the Bible, but he loves you. I'm like, oh my God. And sitting there with religious people and looking around, and these motherfuckers is like smirking too, but they don't want to laugh. And I'm like, this shit sounds kind of crazy, right? But that Dave Chappelle thing made me feel that way too, where it was funny, but it wasn't supposed to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, should I laugh right now? Like he just made something that was really funny, but fuck, if I laugh, my wife might slap me. So like there was shit that I thought was funny, and I was just like, oh my God, this is great. And I had to keep looking back to see if she was asleep so I could snicker. Because it was just shit I couldn't like.
Okay. I don't get that because
like,
some of us.
Asshole?
See, I don't get that because some of us aren't little bitches, but I laugh.
Well, Billy could tell you about it, but unfortunately, he's a little bitch too.
No.
No, I can just see your wife just waking up out of a dead sleep and smacking you in the back of the fucking head. Oh man.
You know a part in that thing, and this is for a spoiler from the Dave Chappelle, because I'm going to say one joke that made me laugh, but it made me laugh where my wife jumped. She was surprised I laughed at it, but it was just something I didn't expect. Like when he was talking about the Michael Jackson accusers, and when he first starts, he was like, and the first thing he says is, "This motherfucker's been dead for 10 years and now got 2 new cases." Yo, I just started bursting out laughing. I was like, that shit is so fucking true.
The next part with R. Kelly is like, yeah, he did that shit.
Yeah, he did that shit. I don't believe those 2 guys, the 10 years later guys, but these 2 guys, yeah.
He's like, he's over there on the video like, I love this 14-year-old pussy. And the lawyer would be like, come on, help me.
Give me something to work with. I've had clients like that before though. I remember there was one time I'm sitting there with this criminal defendant. He's like, yo, I want you to take my case. So I'm like, all right, so what's going on? What happened? Next thing I know, he's like, yeah, it's all good. So I'm like, all right, let me research it. Let me, before I sign you up. Next thing I know, I go research it, and this motherfucker is giving like tape confessions to the police and everything. I'm like, this motherfucker to me looks guilty. I'm like, so hold on, you admitted everything to the police, it seems like. And he's like, yeah, but I think we can get that thrown out. I'm like, you're gonna have to get that thrown out with another attorney. Because I don't think there's really a case here to win. I'm sorry, but and I felt bad because, a lot of these cases I would take pro bono, but you got to give me something to work with. You can't, I can't be going inside there and they got video that, tape where you saying you did everything. There's nothing for me to do at that point. There's nothing for me to do. I'm guilty.
You done fucked up.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that's the hardest thing a motherfucker have to do. Trust me, when you tell a guy, it's jail time. They're offering jail time. I've seen some people man up though, but I wouldn't like if they give me 30 years, I sit there and take it like that. I'm like, fuck it. This is my last bit of freedom. I'm going all out, kissing the bailiff, whatever it takes. I'm going to get whatever fun I get to get out before I go do my 30 years.
Shit. Bran, we got something making you salty.
Fucking always.
Salty boy. Let's do
and
this.
I get a cigarette after this too, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I hear that's safer than vape.
Endorsed by Trump.
Well, these are actually black market cigarettes, so I don't know. So yeah, I had the unfortunate occasion of watching the Democratic debates. What was it, Wednesday or Thursday night? So I'm checking that out, and I'll tell you what I've noticed. These things are a goddamn farce for a lot of reasons, But one of which that comes to mind is the fact that, hey, you know what? Thankfully, you've cut it down from a 2-night, 20-person total event to a 1-night, 10-person total event. But can we all gather hands across America? And I think we already fucking have, so I don't even know why I have to say this. Can we all gather hands across America and mutually agree that Amy Klobuchar and Julian Castro stand no goddamn chance no matter what metric you look at? So why the fuck are they still even on the goddamn stage? You people took off Marianne Williamson. The only fucking funny, entertaining thing about this, and this is what it is, it's entertainment. Make no fucking mistake about it. No one can really tackle any topic of any substance in a minute and fucking 15 seconds that you give them in the first place. So let's just admit this is what it is. It's entertainment. So you take off the only thing that's entertaining. I want to hear this bitch talk about fucking crystals and how love is going to defeat Trump. That's hilarious shit because it's fucking so goddamn out there. I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, Joe Biden's up here looking like goddamn Reverend Kane from Poltergeist 2 with his fucking dentures falling out. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I mean, honestly, it's like maybe 2 or 3 people on stage that I actually want to hear from. I'm so goddamn sorry, Tom Steyer, but you couldn't make it to the 20-person debates. You're not going to make it to the 10-person debates. Can I please stop seeing fucking ads from you every time I click on a YouTube video? Either that or about how fucking the soap I shower with ain't shit. I'm tired of seeing all that. So in closing, here's what I suggest. If this thing is just not going to be about policy because very few people on the stage are talking about policy, they're shitting on Trump, which he does that his fucking self. You don't have to pile on at this point. It's fuck Trump and this is what we need, but very few people have anything to implement to get us there, especially realistically. So instead of doing that, we're not going to talk policy. We're not going to talk substance. This is all about entertainment. So just lock these motherfuckers inside one big ass octagon. Dana White, get on this and just let these motherfuckers brawl. All these octogenarians go at it until, you know, what is it? 10 man and woman enter, 1 man or woman leave. There can only be one challenger for Trump. And I say that's what we do. And you know what? I'm a Bernie bro. But if that speed bag was any indication, he's not going to make it again this year. And unfortunately, we can't blame that on the DNC.
Damn, that was a sermon this Sunday. That was good, man.
My question is, who would actually like lose to Bernie? Like, who would you think would lose to Bernie in a fight?
In a fight?
Yeah. You said brawl. Like, I think Warren would beat his ass.
I don't know. I think that'd be a close matchup. She seems so nice.
I can see Warren like just going like taking off her fucking earrings and then using them somehow. Like,
as long as Biden catches one and his teeth fly out, I'm happy.
Matter of fact, think about this. Bernie's what, 77 and Trump is 75. Who do you think would win a fight between those two? I think Trump would kick his ass, to be honest with you.
I think Trump would win. Just because he's big.
Depends on a stamina game too, man. I don't think Trump can really move very much.
Fair. No, he's lost the movement in his ankles and knees and like ever ago.
Yeah.
Also shin splints.
Those itty bitty hands too.
Yeah.
Oh no, bone spurs. He had bone spurs. That's what it was.
He may have a good reach, but you know, I mean, what are you reaching with? Look at those little tiny fucking apples. For
fair, yeah. If he hits you with anything, it's only like being hit by a normal person's finger. Like,
yeah.
Like a little flick. Just enough to piss you off, you know.
Well, hey, listen, I want to go vape because it's better than smoking. So you know how it is.
Hey, yeah, I'm done with Salty Boy. I've earned my my black market cigarette.
I was going black.
Hey, what did you guys think about this week about the fucking what's the woman Felicity Huffman? Her getting 14 days in jail for the college shit.
Yeah, that's probably bullshit.
Such bullshit.
Yeah. Is Aunt Becky gonna get any time? Have we heard about that yet? I'm curious.
I think you mute it.
The way, yeah, I think she's gonna go to trial. The way it works is the crimes that if you do mail fraud, the way the statute reads says you can get a maximum up to 20 years in prison. But generally, people don't get 20 years for mail fraud. You get something like maybe a year of pop. Aunt Becky, even if she's convicted, the federal sentencing guidelines is going to give her maybe 6 to 7 months. So she's saying, well, hell, I just roll the dice. I can do a year. Maybe she's saying she can do a year in prison for this.
No shit.
But this other, but you could get jail time for this. So it's not out the question.
Yeah.
That would make Fuller House way more weird if she had a face tattoo after prison.
And Becky gets out of jail.
Or maybe they could like FaceTime her on the show with a phone that was smuggled into someone's butt. That would make
Aunt Becky? She went to New Zealand. We will not show her any part of New Zealand. Just this one gray building she's staying in.
But what do you think? What do you guys think about her argument? Her argument is that she doesn't believe there's any parent out there that will convict her, because any parent that was in her position with her funds and her resources would have did the same thing for their kids. So, question.
No, I would.
Hold on, but let's put it in perspective. So, are you?
What?
Go ahead, Frank.
No, that was me. No, you can go ahead.
Oh no, the only thing I was saying is, but this question still stands. If you really had a chance, and it doesn't have to be Harvard, but a school where you think your kid can do well in, but they can't get in for whatever reason, low test score, whatever the reason why they can't get in, it's just some obstacle. And someone says, well, hey, give me $200 and we'll get them in guaranteed. Would you even consider it? Because I would consider it.
No,
I would consider it, and I would maybe even pay it.
At all. No, fuck that. Because if you're rich enough, just do it the old-fashioned way. Like when she goes to school, there's gonna be a fucking library with their fucking last name on it.
Yep.
And then people are like, that's how the fuck you got in there. No, there's doing like cheaper ways to get them into the school instead of the old-fashioned way of just buying a building. Like, if you have that much money, just go buy a fucking building.
True.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Dre forgot.
So I mean, but my thing is this, like, I mean, especially if you're someone who wasn't born into money and you're a parent in that scenario, I would hope you would want to, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm sounding like far be it for me to be like, the moral conscious of the goddamn show. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. But I mean, you would think you would want your kid to be like, okay, money can't buy me into everything and get me out of everything, because eventually, although it may get you far, eventually you do run into things. The mindset gets put into you that I can do whatever the fuck I want to and get away with it as long as I have money. And
like
I think we've seen that a lot.
I don't want to be raising essentially Billy Madison. Like,
or American Psycho, Patrick Bates.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman, rather.
Okay. What was that? Vince Vaughn?
No, actually, that was
Christian Bale.
The guy? Christian Bale, yeah,
Christian
Batman.
Bale, yeah.
Gargle through.
I heard Psycho, and then
Yeah. It's American Psycho.
Classic.
It is. It's fantastic.
All right. We're going to get in a little geek news there. Something I forgot to do last week, but the stuff is still pretty good. So let's go ahead and head into that. What we got first? Elder Scrolls 6 will keep people playing for at least 10 years.
I don't buy it.
Apparently, you don't buy it.
No.
Well, Skyrim's been out for how long?
True. It's shit.
I mean, the PlayStation 4 hasn't been out for 10 years.
Yeah, but Skyrim came out in 2011, so nearly 10 years.
Huh.
Well, yeah, you go hop on there. You can find Brett Keane and Von Helton playing. Have fun.
I still play Skyrim, but it's single player, so they're not in my game. And they're also not fucking the kids in the town that I live in.
Billy, you want to join their guild?
No, because the guild is Child Fucker Arena. I'm out.
Oh shit! So they didn't say anything.
Before joining a guild, I gotta look at mods.
Horse vagina
Yeah,
mods.
you. Billy's dying to see him.
I'm good. Seen a horse vagina in real life, I'm out.
Oh, so that's why you didn't make it to the 24-hour show.
Probably. One was winking at me.
Hey there, big boy.
No, winking means like horses can like make their vagina wink.
Yeah, that's what the vagina was saying.
That, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I do.
And I would love.
Billy, I hate to burst your bubble, but the thing that winks isn't the vag.
Oh, whatever the fuck it is, it's terrifying.
I would love to take a gander at Billy's internet history. Like,
it's just a bunch of Green Bay shit. I clear that shit. Fuck you.
Oh my god, I tried to. Yo, you know what happened to me one time? I was hosting Thanksgiving up here at my house, and I put my laptop on the computer, and I typed fucking P on my web browser, and all my past history for Pornhub like filtered all down. You know, PBCs, you know, tab. I was like crazy. I'm like, oh my god. So then I looked at the room. Everybody's looking at me in disgust, and I said, babe, how long have you been using my computer to watch porn?
She's like, this motherfucker.
Type another letter quick. Any letter.
No, it's like everything with P was coming up porn something. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? It shows you I do a real long search.
He was thorough. But basically, like, you know, if you go into like Skyrim right now, sometimes you'll find like little stuff that you hadn't even played before. I do it all the time. Hell, fuck, I still do it with Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. I'll find something that's like, oh shit, I didn't see this before. So basically, like, what's his name? Todd fucking Howard, I think, isn't it? Yeah, Todd Howard. Says it's not that we're not feeding high quality Elder Scrolls people. It's talking about the like the fucking gap between it. They want a certain type of experience that is what we've done. You can pick up this water bottle. You can do XYZ, things that we love. Speaking specifically about the 10-year-long gap between Skyrim and the next Elder Scroll, the gap in between is obviously going to be a long. It already is. On one hand, I think it's good to miss things. I think that makes people come to it with really fresh eyes. Just going on to so keep reading it. It's talking about how like they're going to do the same thing, but 10 years down the line, you're still going to be finding new shit to play. You'll go into a town, you'll find new shit, and you'll just got like a couple hours of fun out of that. So what
you're telling me is that Brett Keane and Von Helton are going to find more in this game than anybody else because they're going to be the only ones playing it in 10 years. Sweet. Well, maybe Billy.
With them.
I still play it.
Women still fetishize teeth. Yep, yes they do, Brett Keane.
That was Vaughn.
Yeah, Brett just agreed.
Brett just agreed. He's like,
I don't have a Brett Keane quote.
Well, that's because you haven't interviewed him yet. It's coming though. We're gonna get it. We
forgot
to come up with questions.
Be thankful you don't, Billy. To be honest with you, be thankful.
Is our first question? Is there a time limit on asking you questions? Because we forgot.
That's question number 1, by the
way. Well, we're going to sit down and come up with that this week because I've been forgetting.
Intentionally.
So I mean, intentionally. So it's going to be just like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and you're still going to be finding shit to do. Now, I know everybody's heard about this. A Tennessee school bans Harry Potter books after a pastor warns that they could conjure evil spirits.
Finally, someone's tackling this well-needed to know topic.
This is not the first time I've heard about this, though. I've seen this before about some religious schools telling their students they can't read Harry Potter shit.
It's like the first time this decade, though.
Yeah, I remember when Harry Potter first came out that they were trying to ban it in public schools because they thought, oh, it's witchcraft, it's horrible, it's satanic. So there was like a whole fucking thing about that. So I guess they're, even though the books and the fucking, movies are like old as fuck now, and everybody's seen them, they're still trying to ban this shit. And it was a Catholic school too. So this is like, thanks.
Yeah, they've got no other like more pressing matters to worry about, right? Harry Potter. That's the real problem in the Catholic Church is kids reading Harry Potter.
Do you know what I really hope happened is that they banned it because like the priest's kid came home with the book, and some asshole in the school put a sticker on the inside that says based on a true story, and then he fucking read it and then thought,
God.
That's holy shit.
You know what? I'm going to do
That's
that to a
possible.
Bible. I'm going to put that sticker in a Bible, like in the front of a Bible, based on a true story.
Then autograph it.
That's not a joke at
Yeah.
It's not a joke at this point in time. Kent Hovind believes it is. 100%.
I know, but it's stating something that they believe based on a true story, and then I'll sign it, Jesus.
Dude, I would sign it. I would sign it like Jerry, and in parentheses, God. So like everyone now has a confirmed canon name for God.
And then you put PS at the end, like bats are birds. Suck it, science.
Hey, have you guys ever? Has this ever happened to you guys when you guys are watching, let's say, whatever TV, and a movie comes on, and you're like, my God, how old have I gotten? Because when I remember watching this movie, that happened to me like maybe a couple of days ago with Hackers. Remember the movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie?
Yep.
I remember when I first saw that movie, I was like, this is so cool. They can do this. You know, this is the future. And now I see that movie. I'm like, how old is this fucking technology? Why are we calling this movie Hackers?
This is the past, basically, is what it is.
They're using Windows 1.
She's hacking, shit with the cassette tapes and shit. The fuck?
It's fucking.
If
you, not
if you
Windows,
watch the
it's fucking
Fast and
doors.
Furious now, the original ones, it's like, oh my God, they were stealing fucking TVs with VHS players in them. What the fuck?
Yeah, DVDs were a thing back then, huh?
Gone in 60 seconds.
All right, so the Catholic school was the St. Edward's Catholic School in Nashville. I think there's like the Reverend Dan Rehiel said that the books were banned because they present magic as both good and evil, which is not true, but in fact a clever deception.
Wait, how are you going to tell us about the specifics of magic? It's like a fucking. It's just some made up shit. Like, who are you? The arbiter of fucking magic now? Is that what I'm hearing?
He knows. He knows.
He's the magisterium.
God has told him.
He's the magisterium, man.
God has told him. God has told him what's up.
The magic man told him all about it.
The curses and spells used in the book are actually curses and spells, which, when read by a human being, risks conjuring evil spirits into the presence of the person reading the text. So this is actually coming from the fucking Reverend of this fucking school.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's got to be a lot of demons and 13-year-old people's bed back. Never mind his point.
Yeah.
Said that out loud. It's true.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Kids.
It says, he goes on to say, for tens of millions of parents, it would be better that a millstone be hung around their neck and they be drowned at the bottom of the sea.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you test that?
Okay. So
we're going to drown one of your kids and let one of them read Harry Potter and see which one's happier.
So we're slowly getting back to the times where we kill people for reading. Nice.
Yeah.
I knew this day was coming.
To quote Monty Python, the Inquisition pops up when you least expect it.
The kids, you guys would be better off being forcibly fucking drowned to death than to even come close to reading a passage from one of these books, which totally can bring demonic forces into the world. Are we sure this isn't a Call for an Uprising video?
No, but we got one.
They have upside down cheeseburgers too.
Oh my God.
I hadn't even seen this one yet. So yeah.
Which one is it?
That's I don't remember. I just download it and just give it a boo. So I don't know what. I haven't even seen them.
Boo.
Fuck. So God damn it. Fucking Harry Potter. Let's just go ahead and go into crazy people because I can't even segue into it. This is fucking nuts.
All of a sudden, I want to play Elder Scrolls. I don't know what changed.
Oh, fuck, no.
Hello, been a while. It's time for Coffee with Bill. The hurricane missed us. Bruce Jenner's still a man, and Hillary is still not president. It's
and you're still a
cunt
cunt
here in Daytona Beach. Let's see what's in the news. Well, it looks like the dirty Democrats are still raging to hurt the president any way they can.
What's going on with your hair?
The three stooges of
Did you shave your
the
mustache?
Democrat Party, Elijah Cummings, Jerry Nadler, and Cohen are launching yet another investigation because when Vice President Pence visited Ireland, he stayed at one of Trump's properties. And
yes,
against
the rules.
Wrongfully
this is what, if you want to impeach Trump, this is what you should have been looking at from the beginning.
Accept a salary for serving as president.
Emoluments.
Now this is crybabyism at its worst. You want to make
Republicans made what's his name, Carter, sell a peanut farm. So
yes, just because there's the chance that an outside government entity or even someone within the country can come buy that farm for some crazy fucking price, and then you start doing favors for them as the sitting U.S. president. It's the emoluments clause in the Constitution. And yes, it has been going on. People from Saudi Arabia have been coming over, staying in Trump's resorts and hotels, paying way over the price that it takes to stay there. And lo and behold, they get exactly what they fucking want from this administration. Yes. If you wanted to impeach this man, why the fuck were you looking into something that was shady as fuck to begin with? You should have been going after this the entire time.
100%.
Don't forget, though, Trump's argument against the amalgamant stuff is that these are just licensing deals. Like, he doesn't own. His whole argument is, I don't really own those hotels. I'm just licensing my name so they can use it. So even though people will use them, you know, my end of the bargain is done. I've just licensed my name. Now, if these people
depends
from
on
Saudi
the
Arabia want
property.
to use it, that's true. But he's saying if these people want to use my property because it has my name, then I can't really do anything about that. It just is what it is. And he's saying that he doesn't run those properties. It's his children, even though I know that's bullshit. We all know that's bullshit. He's saying he's like a blind trust. He's not running those companies. It's his children. So do you think those arguments that he's making are credible? The reason why this shouldn't apply to him?
Hell no. Hell no.
It's this.
Because that's not what a blind trust means.
Yeah.
It's not a blind trust if you know the person. That's a C trust. You can see it when it's blind.
Well, I mean, okay, tell me this isn't the same shit.
Failure to communicate.
Yeah. Well, okay, tell me this isn't the same shit you saw from the Bush administration. What was George Bush before president? Texas Oilman. Okay. Halliburton with fucking Cheney. And all of a sudden we're going to war for what? Who gets a contract? This is the same shit we've been seeing. It's nothing new. No one ever calls these motherfuckers on it. At least nobody where it's taken seriously.
Yeah, because the whole game, the whole name of the game is cash. You know, even if you're a politician, the whole name of the game is to get paid. And the people who get caught are the people who do it poorly, and the people who don't get caught are the people who are good at it. And I don't want to make believe that this is only a Republican thing. The Democrats do the same shit. It's just that they may be a little sneakier at it. But
absolutely,
you know, I think Trump just gets out there and he just straight up, you know, it's just. I think Trump is one of those few honest politicians in the sense is we all know he's a racist scumbag who doesn't give a fuck and is all about the bottom line. That's, I think, you know the devil. You know who he is and you know what he's about. So sometimes it can be a bad thing, but I don't know. Yeah. I fear Trump more with the whole Russian thing and him, being, him more or less being a Russian spy as president than fucking the amalgamants piece. Just is what it is.
I mean, you're obviously not going to get him on the whole Russia thing. Like, I think that's pretty much confirmed at this point. That's not going to happen. If this doesn't happen, then the same motherfuckers who worship the Constitution might as well wipe their ass with it because it's right in there.
Yeah, but who enforces that though? See, the problem with the presidency. This is me putting my legal law hat on again. Let's say it's clear that the president violated the amalgamation clause. You would need the president can't be arrested. He has he has a type of immunity. What happens is when you're the head of a government or head of state, you have an immunity, and that immunity is you are more or less free from arrest and prosecution while you're in that role. So that's why with the Mueller report, it more or less says that he obstructed justice, but he can't be arrested or indicted for it while he's actually president. And the same occurs with this amalgamation clause. Even if the court says that he violated it, that still doesn't give you any way to enforce it. But the only way
I wouldn't arrest him.
Sitting president. Go ahead.
I wouldn't arrest him. I would just impeach him.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's the only thing you can do for a president. But you have if you believe the Senate are going to get enough Republican senators, because you need more than half of the Republican senators to vote for impeachment. I don't think you're there yet.
No, I would agree. You're not there yet, definitely. But I like I say, in my opinion, I think if there's anything that's going to stick to him, would probably be this, because it's not a lot of hearsay and like, oh well, here's this invalid dossier and here's things that we can look at and say, okay, there's some shenanigans and chicanery going on. Like with this, it's pretty straightforward. Now, would it happen? Who's to say? Like you said, they're going to need over half to do that. But I think that, in my opinion, it's actually the strongest case against him.
Well, think about this, though. For Bill Clinton, and I hate to even go back to Bill Clinton, but for Bill Clinton, they had him on tape committing perjury. Bill Clinton said, I did not sleep with that woman, Miss Lewinsky, right? And then we had the conversation, what the hell did he mean by is, No, he banged up, did the thing with the cigar in the Oval Office. It was clear. And matter of fact, he was disbarred. Most people don't know this. Bill Clinton was disbarred for telling a lie while he was president in that deposition. So he was actually disbarred as an attorney. He can't practice law anymore. You can look it up. He was disbarred in both the federal courts and in Arkansas for that lie because it was perjury. So something like that. And Bill Clinton, who everybody knew when he went to the Senate to be convicted, breaking a law that we all know, he wasn't convicted because the Democrats held ranks. And I think that's the same thing that's going to happen right now. It's too close to an election where the Republicans, unless he goes out there and kills a man on camera, then I think you may possibly have a chance. But otherwise than that, it's not going to happen. It's all wishful thinking.
He did say he could shoot someone in the middle of Times Square and not lose any supporters. So it may be true.
Yeah. This guy would be.
I have shades of Boston Legal when Denny Crane shoots his client because he doesn't like him. Denny Crane.
I wish I can do that from time to time.
All right, so fuck Wild Bill. There's another video called "Joining In on the Fun." Walgreens. There we go.
It's this guy again.
Retailers joining in after Walmart made the big announcement, telling their customers they will no longer allow the open carry of firearms in their stores. I'm going to break it all down for you guys right now. Welcome to the Conservative Truth. If you guys
okay, so is anybody going to give him shit for filming in portrait mode?
To help me spread the word. And don't
he
forget
doesn't
to subscribe and click the bell to get notifications so you never miss a new video whenever one is posted. But Walgreens making the latest announcement here that they're asking their customers to no longer openly carry firearms in any of their stores. Now,
you're at a Walgreens.
Only one. I mean, they came out.
What are you defending?
First, just yesterday on Thursday, they released a short
I don't know.
statement
Some of those old ladies in there, they get pretty fucking rowdy.
They get kind of pissed off. And they're also
you don't need a
calling for the White
gun
House
in
to
Walgreens.
pass more gun control. Well, not too long after Walgreens made that announcement, so did CVS, the other drugstore, doing the same thing, banning
the other drugstore
in their stores.
The other drugstore.
And then right after Walmart made the announcement just a couple of days ago, Kroger.
I'm pretty sure if you want, you can open carry in Roses.
We're also banning the open
because no one's
firearms in their stores. Guys, I'm telling you this right now. This is the beginning. We are seeing the beginning right now that we are going to lose in the United States.
Well, you're
not. We're going to
not.
lose our gun rights. That is exactly where they are going right now. More and more of these retailers are going to come out and make similar statements. They're going to be telling their customers, You can't come in here with your guns, with the exception of law enforcement. I mean, they're making that one exception. If you're law enforcement, you're okay. Although I'm sure they would love for them not to have a gun either. But this is what's going to be happening now. We're going to watch this very closely as we get closer to the 2020 election. What other retailers are going to
shut them up? Shut them up! Shut them up! Fuck them! Fuck them! Like, seriously, what do you need a fucking gun at Walgreens and CVS for? Like, you can leave it in your car, go in for like 2 seconds and come out. I'd never see anybody in there longer than 5 fucking minutes.
Oh God, the receipt machine won't stop printing. Shoot it.
Shoot it. So it's ridiculous. Like, it's not a way to take away your gun rights. It's just they don't want a gun in their store, and they got every right to say that shit. I mean, geez.
The same right you have to own a gun, they have the right to say not on our property.
You know, it's funny because a lot of these conservatives, they want it. It's like they want it both ways. When it comes to the NFL and kneeling, oh, they should be fired for kneeling, and the first thing they'll say is, well, it's a private corporation. You know, they don't care. It should be, and it's like, oh no, you know, they shouldn't kneel. The NFL should do something. Now, when it comes to Walgreens and Walmart and all these other stores saying we don't want your guns in here, now it's, oh, you're violating our rights as banned. It's like, you know, you can't have it both ways. If you got to be consistent with your arguments here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This guy's a fucking cunt. Like, every time I see him, there's just some asinine, stupid bullshit drooling out of his fucking mouth.
He looks like he's about to go rob a Walmart right now.
Okay. Guess what ailment he has?
Ailment. For our blind viewers.
There you go. But no, he also says that since they took the "In God We Trust" off of license plates, that people were gonna start murdering babies and shit like that. He's pretty intense.
Oh wow,
he's dumb, real dumb.
He's a fucking
but didn't we just but they just stopped putting "In God We Trust" on the money in the 1950s, you know, to combat communism.
Okay,
like before that, it was never on the money.
You're using logic. Stop it.
Yeah.
That's true.
No. We don't do that.
Well, fine then. I'll leave. Shit.
We have to just go. Jesus founded the country, and Moses wrote the 10 Commandments and the Constitution.
Yes, and
there's people in this country that believe that.
And this guy being blind is a part of Jesus's plan, so it's all cool.
Well, this guy's blind. Oh, all right. So he's got my problem.
Yeah, he probably walks around the house like a Roomba.